Hello, welcome to our presentation on Belgium, a country with a fascinating blend of cultural diversity and rich traditions. In this presentation, we'll explore two significant aspects of Belgian life, the country's religion and family life. By the end, we hope to provide you with a deeper understanding of how these aspects shape the everyday lives of Belgians. To begin, we'll take a look at religion in Belgium, where diverse religious traditions have influenced the country's culture, values, and social life for centuries. Belgium is a predominantly Christian country with around 80% of Belgians identifying as Roman Catholics. However, Belgium is also home to a variety of other religious groups, including Muslims, Jews, and many more. The Catholic Church believes in one God and three persons, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The Bible and church sacraments are vital sources of guidance. Although most Belgians identify as Catholic, about 11% attend church regularly. However, religious ceremonies like baptisms, church weddings, and funerals are still common, with significant portions of the population participating in these rituals. While Catholicism is predominant, Belgium is home to several Christian denominations like Greek and Russian Orthodox, Anglicans, and Protestants. Secularism is growing in Belgium with increased efforts to combat religious discrimination. The government supports secular humanist organizations such as the Central Council of Non-Religious Philosophical Communities of Belgium to create a more inclusive society. Belgium respects the autonomy of religious groups, particularly the Catholic Church. Many Belgians are interested in astrology, believing that planetary movements impact their lives. There's also a curious belief in a supercomputer called the Beast, which tracks human actions, a myth stemming from a 1970s Christian novel.
Hi, my name is Vivek Kataria, and I'll cover more on religion. So, as Melissa has mentioned, Belgium is predominantly a Christian country. So, most of their religious holidays do revolve around Christianity. Their holidays include Easter, Christmas, All Saints Day, and Whit Sunday. In Belgium, religious holidays of other minority religions aren't really recognized as public holidays, but those religious groups are allowed to freely celebrate those holidays as they wish. In Belgium, religious ceremonies for funerals are considered very important. So, holding wakes for the deceased and placing the body for viewing and having a funeral dinner are deemed kind of essential for the peace of the individual that has just passed away. So, Belgium gives its citizens religious freedom. And if a religious group wanted to receive official recognition, they must apply with the Ministry of Justice to receive that recognition. And the ministry will then conduct a review of that religious group. And as long as the religious group is abiding with all state laws, they should be able to get approval pretty easily. And lastly, Belgium's policy on foreigners is pretty lenient. They allow their foreigners to participate in the country's religious activities without any legal restrictions, but they do expect their foreigners to be respectful and open-minded when it comes to participating in these religious activities. And I believe this is a great way for people visiting Belgium to learn more about the country's culture. And now Hope and Sophia will be covering family.
Hi, my name is Sophia, and I'll be starting the discussion of Belgian family life. Family is a really important part of Belgian culture, and even with all the changes that have come with modernization and industrialization, that hasn't really changed. There's a strong sense of loyalty between parents, children, grandparents, and even cousins. A lot of people prefer to stay in the areas where they grew up, which help keep these family connections strong. The typical Belgian family has around two or three children, which is pretty close to the average across Europe. Most families are nuclear, meaning they consist of just parents and children, but there's still a strong presence of extended family. Even though many people don't always stay in touch with distant relatives, many middle and upper class families take part in family associations. These are gatherings where relatives, sometimes from several generations back, come together once a year, often during holidays or special events. It's a way to maintain a connection with family history, even if they don't see each other regularly. Like in many other European countries, the structure of families in Belgium has shifted over time. One major change has been the rise in single-parent households. What's unique about Belgium, though, is that a large percentage of these single-parent families are headed by fathers, about 1 in 4, which is the highest rate in Europe. This reflects change in the traditional gender roles and how families are evolving to adapt modern life.
Hi, my name is Hope, and I will be continuing the discussion on family life in Belgium. In traditional Belgian families, gender roles were very clearly defined. The mother would stay home and take care of the children and take care of the house, while the father would go into work and provide for the family financially. But as society in Belgium has modernized, this has begun to change. Today, parenting in Belgium is much more of a shared responsibility. Mothers do still tend to do a majority of the taking care of children and of the house and taking care of the household, but fathers have become much more active in their family life. Some have even begun doing things like cooking and cleaning, which were once seen as tasks that were solely for mothers. Festivals are a major part of Belgian culture. They bring families and communities together. They are often historically rooted and celebrated with parades, dancing, and traditional foods. They're a great way for Belgian families to bond while also celebrating their heritage. And like in many other cultures, sharing meals as a family as often as possible is very important in Belgian culture because they like to stay connected and hear about each other. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed learning about these two facets of life in Belgium.